Hello, welcome back. This is Kench1913, and we are Let's Playing Suikoden 3 bonus episodes. This time, we're gonna pick Geddoe as our Flame Champion. So this is Geddoe, Chapter 4. And yeah, we're gonna choose him as the successor to the Flame Champion. Should be interesting. So we've seen Hugo, we've seen Chris, and now let's see the Geddoe, the unlikely. Well, not really the unlikely, but he's. I think he's more in line to get it than Chris for sure. I mean, the Flame Champion was his friend. I enjoyed having you around. I couldn't fight the curse that came with the rune I bore in my body, but I admired your unbound and free-spirited way of living. I remember the first time I played this game. When the true rune bearer loses the rune, he suffers greatly and pays a high price. You traded that mighty power for mortal life. Oh, so that's why he's not around. And apparently Geddoe was jealous of him. Why? Because he could never die? And he died? Anyways, the first time I played this game, I made Geddoe the Flame Champion because he was my favorite out of the three. So some of this might be sort of familiar. And so yeah, Geddoe is going to be the new Flame Champion. She's going to open the door. Yeah. Alright, open the door. Yeah, Geddoe kind of knows what's happening here, I guess. I mean, I don't think he knows that... Well, he does know that this is where the Flame Champion hid the rune, but I don't know if he knows that... I mean, I know he knows he died. I don't know. I don't know what he knows. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, Sonya should know him too, because, I mean, he used to be the Flame Champion's buddy. Proceed and open the door. Yep. Now don't worry, he'll still hold on to his true lightning rune for this next battle, but afterwards, then it's gonna have to change hands. Yeah. Here we go. Incarnation or reincarnation or whatever of the Flame Champion's fire rune, true fire rune. There we go. Now it's time to take him on. Although I'm just gonna edit it. But it shouldn't be too hard. Never bet against a Sicilian when death is on the line. There we go, we beat him. Now let us get the true fire rune. Bing, bang, boom, we've got it. Although one person cannot have 2 true runes in their body at one point. Okay, so the true lightning rune is now picking its new owner, Yugo. And there we go. Now we have 2 true runes, although we would any which way. The true lightning rune I used to bear has been sent to a new bearer by the true fire rune now within me. So, okay. So I guess the flame champion picked, or the fire rune picked him to be the new true lightning rune bearer. That's pretty cool. I mean, they are sort of sentient, so they do have a mind of their own. Now we need to do what we have to do in order to do what we need to do. Geddoe now has the memories of his friend inside the rune that are now inside of him. Yeah, that's true. You don't want anyone to taint the rune or misuse it in any which way. Look who it is, Luke and his friends. Why are you supposed to be here? This place is sealed. I'm just gonna kind of skip through this. We've seen it twice already. Although, there will be a point where it'll be a little different. The kind of, whoever, like, you know, Yerber would see Chris and Yugo know who they are, but this time it's Albert. He knows who runs the roost around here. Poor village of its idiot. I like that line. Good line, Geddoe. See, he usually doesn't speak too much, and this time he's speaking quite a bit. See, if you did give him the damn rune, I believe when they were trying to take it away, the flame champion will actually, his spirit will come out and hit him. Like what happens after we battle these guys. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, I just beat you. How you like that? Well, technically, Geddoe already had a true rune inside him, so I'm sure it wasn't too hard to really whip out that flame rune. There we go, look who's here. Yeah, it's too bad the flame champion didn't stick around. I bet you he would have been like Tur, because he had a staff. That's what I thought when I first was playing the game and they made you name the flame champion. I was like, oh yeah, and then there was like pictures of him on the box, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. It's like Tur all over again, this is gonna be so cool. And then I get to this point, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of disappointed that he wasn't around anymore. But I thought it was still kind of neat how we kind of like literally took the torch and continued on. You know what I mean? We literally, he passed the torch to one of us. Why can't I get what I want? Why? Oh, poor Luke. Maybe you should join us instead of trying to defeat us. Alright, so looks like we stopped them for the time being. For surezies. Anyways, now we're gonna wake up in the village of Kisa. And who's gonna meet us? Alright, we get it. Alright, stop meowing. Crazy old broad. And look who it is, it's Queen! Queen! The old woman said that it happened because you used the True Rune's power. Yeah, see, I think these two are a cute couple. Oh. That's what killed my beloved Sanyadi. See, I wonder what she's all about then, huh? Apparently the True Rune killed her beloved. How old is Queen? These are questions I want to know. She apparently looks pretty young. Well, maybe she's older than we think. Maybe they killed her mom. I don't know. But then again, even if that was the case, that was 50 years ago. Maybe. Anyways, the story goes a little different here, because if you remember correctly, Geddoe's group really didn't join in the fight in these next two battles. So we're actually going to see something a little different. Not too different. Still the same outcome, but a little different. Go meet the Sextons and the Grasslanders. As we're the technically third party, neutral third party, I guess. Yeah, and they're just bitching about the Phantom Army. They've destroyed the lizards and then imaginary blood spilled in the Kyrian village. That's not true. I mean, it was imaginary blood, but whatever. It wasn't imaginary blood is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, the Harmonians won't attack if the Flame Champion, if they know the Flame Champion's around. But do they know the Flame Champion's around? He's the new Flame Champion. Along with his vision. Isn't there anyone here who can take over the spirit of veteran who protected this land? Well, it's probably you. I mean, shit, you have the true flame rune. See, this is where Yugo should have stepped up and said, you know what, I got a true lightning rune. I can friggin' handle this. Again, he's saying this from experience. Because he knows. Yeah, they'll just take over everything and occupy it for Harmonia. Yeah, stop fighting amongst yourselves. Don't you even care about your lands? Freedom! So, I guess Geddoe almost convinced him here. Maybe to work together, but I doubt it. yeah, Salome and Geddoe have been working together. Basically, Salome is his contact inside the Zexan Federation, and actually Jimba is his contact inside the Grasslands. In case you didn't know yet. Anyways, now they're going to war, but what are we gonna do? How about we go talk to our group down there? Should we join in? Okay, we're going to, or we can hold on. I guess we'll just go. Now, interesting thing, Ilia actually doesn't fight with us in these sequences, actually at all, which is kind of odd. Anyways, the battle kind of goes the same way that it would go usually, but a little twist. And here we go. Here's the twist. Finally, during battle, actually Geddoe comes in and he kind of fights a little bit, but there's really nothing else other than another unit that you can use. So I'm just going to skip past this battle until we're sort of defeated at Duck Village. And over here is a little different too. Because once again, Geddoe's group was sort of here, but they weren't. So yeah, I kind of like this. Geddoe is the Flame Champion. Although, I mean, he's probably better as the true lightning, well, wielder. Yeah, that is true. Not over yet. Alright, so now let's go see the meeting over here between the clans. You could unite the clans, right? Like William Wallace. Like, actually, he'll be more like Robert the Bruce, I guess. Even though I think I already talked about this, but I think Braveheart, I want to say it's pretty factually inaccurate, which is, to be fair, I mean, it's a movie from Hollywood, but it still makes some terrific storytelling, you know, this guy. But the take on the William Wallace thing comes from like a poem. But like a poem like Homer the Odyssey kind of poem. So, it looks like these guys aren't gonna cooperate together. Yep. It's gotta be kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Miracle or know anything about the USA hockey team in 1980, but you know they didn't like each other. But what Herb Brooks ended up doing was ended up making them all hate him, so they were united, and that ended up working. They all played as a team. So yeah, Harmonia is coming again. It's a completely new battalion. How could they possibly bring another new battalion and not have it be witchcraft? So apparently they're going to try and fight, which I think is going to be a bad idea. Yeah, blah blah blah. Craft your yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Suicide mission. Yada yada yada. Damn, this will not work. See, now this is where it's going to be a little different. Sort of. Yeah, apparently they're too agitated. And they could get wiped out here. But Apple and Caesar are going to intervene. Now, if you remember back in Yugo's chapter, Apple and Caesar actually talked to Yugo and Ilia to make a group to go and fight Sarah and destroy the the Phantom guys on the thing. So this time it's actually going to be Geddoe's group who is going to be sent onto the to go find Sarah and destroy her. And they're using a magician to conjure up phantoms. Yeah, it's probably the same woman that we saw, Sarah. Yeah, so all we have to do is break her concentration. Yeah, that sounds like a terrific idea. We should probably do it. And so this group does seem like the more natural group that would go and do this. So I don't know what Yugo and his group is doing at this point. Apparently not much. Again, with him being the Flame Champion, kind of leaves Yugo out of the whole mix. So let's do it. Us 6 are gonna be fine. My main man in the defense force. Alright, so I'm gonna skip the battle. Obviously, you gotta lose, which they do lose big time. And so now we're just gonna appear here at the Grasslands. We're gonna take on Sarah. Yeah, make her lose focus. So probably call her Nana Boo Head. So let's take him on. What is this? Well, looks like we destroyed those guys. Yeah. Alright, we took care of those guys. Yes, he is. And there we go, we beat Sarah. And apparently you still need her, blah, blah, blah. Now these guys are gonna appear, and then they'll warp away with Sarah, which will warp away with them. Yeah, now we can go to Brass Castle. So we're doing this simultaneously as the other guys are running away, or at least the Zexans are fighting and holding off, because the Grasslanders are retreated, and then these guys just ran off. So now here's Brass Castle, as you remember. This is where we have to make our last stand. This is where Geddoe is going to have to finally accept that he's the Flame Champion and lead these people, but we're going to have to do that in the next episode. And of course Caesar has a plan, but he's not going to tell us. But anyways, we're going to have to do, we're going to have to see more of Geddoe's chapter in the next episode. So this has been Catch 1913. See you later.